as a native Chinese, I grew up in a fiercely competitive environment where I learned the value of being the best of the best of the best since my first day of school. For future careers, it seems that everyone will have the same competition again, since people of this generation in my country all want to be a competitive leader to gain great material achievement. However, my education and experiences at the UFO here have taught me to choose another path instead. A path to become a vision-driven leader of compassion. American colleges emphasize on leadership training, and so is the UFO. I still remember the freshman interest group I had with Professor Daniel Close that aimed to help college students to become better student leaders through self-exploration. To my surprise, Professor Close stressed that competition is never the key, but rather the nature of serving, compassion, and selflessness. This really contradicted my schooling in China, which taught me the role of the leader is not to serve, but to be served. Soon after, I attended the UO Leadership Retreat, where I had a chance to read the biography of President Lincoln, whose personality exemplified Professor Close's teaching. I couldn't help thinking, should the leader be the one to serve, or the one to be served? In Oriental culture, being a leader means you are the ultimate winner of the competition. But from my learning here and reading of President Lincoln, I saw the privilege of being a leader is to have the leader himself serve and be the example to society which foments a desire to serve among people. In the Oriental world, we have many great leaders. However, leaders like Lincoln or Daniel Close is extremely rare. Gradually, I realized how rigid I had been in those competitions and decided to be a servant leader instead. From then on, I know my path would be different. I would follow a more difficult path, not that of a first-generation female college student, choosing to be a different type of leader in the Oriental world. To leave is to leave a legacy. As I entered my senior year, I knew I wanted my legacy to be generational and international. Therefore, I collaborated with a friend of mine to establish the Chinese Philanthropic Leadership Association here on campus, the first ever student group that focuses on international leadership training as our appreciation to the leadership retreat we had here at UFO. We aim to cultivate Chinese students and you to become better leaders of philanthropy, humanity, and service learning instead of leaders of competition, by mobilizing them to get involved in charitable projects, as well as to foster greater understanding between American and Chinese students at the same time. This summer, we will be bringing Mr. John Duncan from the Holden Leadership Center and 2 other American students with us to undertake our first project in China, which is called Transforming Waste into Empowerment, to provide textbooks and other school supplies to 40 students from 2 under-resourced rural schools in China by digging into the country's urban waste. This project will promote on-campus sustainability and developmental equality between urban and rural education. Our project is a complete UO product because it's fully researched, designed, executed, and supported by UO students and faculty members, and has been selected to be one of the Clinton Global Initiative Students Project of 2011, endorsed by President Clinton. I am bringing this dark legacy of servant leadership back to China where I grew up, and I believe this dark legacy deserves to prevail much further. This is the legacy that engineers cannot calculate, government cannot legislate, judges cannot adjudicate, manufacturers cannot fabricate, scientists cannot formulate, but Only you can demonstrate. Now is the time to do it. And together we can do it. Let's all keep up our faith. Fight a good fight. And finish the race to make this legacy sustainable and international. Just as the UFO. Thank you.